Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm on here today, which is not the right day for crazy patchwork, but we're doing crazy patchwork today. Okay, so I've got it all, well, bits I'm using in this little box here. Whoops there, sorry. Yep. And this is what we've been doing so far, so we've got more to work on here, haven't we? Now, I did a bit of ribbon, I did a bit more stitching, and we're going to do put a bit more threads and things on here yet. Okay, we've got this one here. I have threads in all these boxes that I'm working in because I have to, otherwise I can't ever find what I need, what I'm using. So, and that's okay too, but we'll do it. We'll manage somehow to get by, won't we? Yes, there's some really nice yellow. Oh boy, we've got some fun here today. Okay, so let's go. I mean, we'll duck that down. Sorry about that. Better get the piece of fabric. That'll help. We're in Australia. It is really hot. Really hot here today. And gonna get hotter still. Because that's what it does in the summertime, isn't it? You know, people say that. You know, they say it is summertime. They do say. I've got this, I'm looking at that, yes, I'm looking at that because I wanted that for something else after. Anyway, let's get back onto this now. We need to finish our crazy patch piece. More work, okay, let me see. I do love this yellow. This is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I acquired that for not that much. I got it in something, there was a whole heap of other stuff in there and there was that in there. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to have a mouthful of water. I've just did a video and I just need to, you know, get me throat fixed up there. So I can talk a bit more. Okay. Nothing wrong with me throat. It's just that. Now I showed you how to put a bit of that trim on. We haven't done a lot of ribbon at all, have we? Oh yeah, there's a bit there. What am I talking about? I don't know if I'll do what I'll do with the ribbon, but I think I need to put this colour on here, don't you? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's beautiful, that is. So we're going to get a nice needle, crewel needle, really good to use. They are really beautiful. They've got a good size eye, and they're sharp, and they're just so neat. I'll show you the packet. I think I showed the packet on this one before on the other one of this I did, the other video, so I don't know when I'm going to, I don't know, these will go up day after each one. One will go one day, one go the next day, I think. Because I've gotten the wrong thing, but you'll find me. Let me see now, where's this box here with the needle in it? These are really good to use. They're embroidery crewel, they're size 3 to 9, and they're by Sullivan's, and I'm sure you can still buy these now. They weren't 20 cents, so I got them for 20 cents because somebody got rid of them. I don't know why. They've got a really good size eye on them. You know, you got different sizes, and they thread really good, and they're sharp. And, well, they're called crewel, but they're for this thing called crewel embroidery, and maybe that's what they're meant for because you do it out of, you use a lot of, for crewel embroidery, we use wool, you know. Where's some that's not in that, I've got a big bag of it here, but I'll better get it out and show you. So you use this sort of Appleton wool and that when you're doing a crewel embroidery, and that's probably why you've got a big eye on this, and it's really nice. So these are beautiful, these wools. I've got a whole truckload of that stuff, and I need to get on with using a bit more of it, don't I? But you know what, it doesn't matter how much I work on in here, it still doesn't make a dent in it at all. It doesn't make a dent in what I have at all. So I've got 3 sides or 3 bits here that I should probably do something with. I do like this colour maybe on here, I'm thinking, because this is going to be a thing that you can put on the front of your journal, like the other one that I've got that I put somewhere safe. You know how that works? I put it somewhere safe, and it seems to have, it's with, I know where it was. I know where it was. What did I do with that? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about because I just did it last time when I finished off things I was finishing off. I was doing that and I finished it, and it's somewhere here because I'm going to put it on my Etsy when I find it. But anyway, so let's put this along here. Now, because I'm going to put a border around here, I need to keep beads and things back from the edge, but I'm trying to keep my edges as straight as I can, you know, so I'm going to do a, maybe like one of these. Is this a herringbone stitch, I wonder? I did it wrong. I always do. You're supposed to have your, and it goes like that. So you put your needle up here, and it goes up there. I think I did it wrong again. Did I? Oh no, look at that, it worked. And it makes sort of like a cross sort of thingy. Get up a bit tighter. There you go, look. You go, make sure your needle is over top of your thread this way, right? And you go up there. And then, when you get to the top, you need it to be underneath your thread. Your thread goes underneath your needle, right? You get me? So you're stitching up that way. And you just pull that through. And that is awesome, isn't it? I do like how that works. I'm going to get it past this little bloke. So we go underneath the thread. Is that right? And this one we go over top of the thread. I've got to get a bit of. Now this is very thick, so I'm not being able to put the needle right through the whole lot, but I'm getting that much, and that's what we need. So we go underneath the thread. I'm talking about this thread here, right? I'm talking about that. You go under that, and then you get that little cross effect, sort of. Then you go over the top of it this time. You make your knot. You get your stitch, and you put your stitch, and you have your needle over the top of the cotton. There you go. Underneath. So you remember the down part is underneath, right? It's a way to think about how it works anyway. I mean, I've got these two the same. And the top one, you go over the top of the thread, right? Once you pick up the stitch, you go over the top of the thread, right? Pick up your stitch, go over the top of the thread. What am I doing? Yeah, that's right. The top one's under. Oh no, this is over top and the other one's underneath. Sonia, sorry people, I hope you picked it up before I lost the plot. Hope you picked it up before I lost the plot. I'll make that a bit tighter this way. And down here, go underneath the thread, and up here you go over the top of the thread. Now I'm going to better put it past the bead, hey, so the bead's not getting caught in it. But that looks all right, and then I'll just take it down on the side because that's going to be covered anyway, pretty much, isn't it? I think. And if it's not, I can do more stitching around, you know. So that's. I'm going to tell you that it's herringbone stitch, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if it could be Cretan stitch too, because there's one of those as well. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll find out. I'll tell you next time I come on here, because I really can't. There's so many stitches, you know, sometimes you just can't remember the names of them all, can you? It's just not possible. I was going to put a bit of this on the thing I was doing this morning, but I'm thinking about putting it on that. Maybe not. Okay. Right. How about a bit of lace on here? How about a bit of lace? No, I'm trying to keep it sort of dark if I can. I want to keep the darker colours on it today. That's what we're looking at. We're not going to go with the light bits. I don't know why. I just feel that way inclined, you know. I just feel like I want to do that. Now, you can put these on here, but that doesn't look good to me. I don't think I like it. No, I don't want the yo-yos on this one. it's not the sort of thing that I'm after today. Got some little buttons, and I do like the little buttons on, because I like to put a few embellishments about. What are we going to do? Another row of something, eh? Let's put another row of pink somewhere, because then we can add some, actually I'll do green. I've done through that. I'll do some green, I'll put it here. I want to do some more beads and stuff on it, so we'll do that first. We'll do some more sewing and then we'll do the beads and that. Pretty things. Did that go through? Part of it down, yes, I got it. Okay. Looks like it's getting a bit hot out there. My back's driving me crazy because I got burnt the other day. I had to go out to the hospital. My back got burnt. Because I had an umbrella, but I wasn't thinking, I suppose. I didn't have it back far enough. I've got a cover for that, me mobility scooter, but it sits up on an angle like that, and the sun still comes down underneath, so it doesn't work very good for me. Now, what am I going to do for this one? I might do a feather stitch. I'm going to put that down in there. You're not going to be able to see it much on this other part, are you? Okay, that doesn't matter, does it? Does that matter? Oh yeah, I can still see it. We can still see it, Sonya. It's very thick, this piece of this yellow velvet stuff to go through. It's more of a furry thing than a velvet, isn't it? It's a bit fluffy. Yeah, I'll do that. That looks alright. And you can see when I'm doing this, I'll show you in a minute. Look, the red off the piece underneath is coming through there and through the hole. Well, I suppose it's because it's cutting into it, the needle is, and it's dragging it through that bit. Never mind, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not. I'm actually now doing not a fly stitch, but a blanket sort of one now, because I've gone onto the wrong. I've gotten into the wrong direction, but that doesn't matter either, does it? Nothing matters today. I keep saying that doesn't matter, but it doesn't, because it's your own work, and if it can't be, I do pick on my own work a fair bit, and I do unpull it, but at least I do, when I'm doing it, really enjoy doing it, so that's good, isn't it? You know, and so should you. For goodness sake, don't let it make you upset. Don't get upset with it. It's only a piece of cotton, you know, and you can do whatever you like. If you don't like it, cut it out. Just cut it out of there. That'll fix it, won't it? You just try another thing. Just try another thing. You know, if it's not working for you, leave it alone and go and do something else for a while, and then come back and have another go. Okay, so now I can put something else up there. Okay, now I can see this stuff here sitting in front of me, you know, and I'm tempted. I'm so tempted to put a bit of this on. A bit of diamond. Why couldn't I? I don't understand why I couldn't put a bit of diamond on there. You know, it's just a bit of diamond trim. I had this with me since the year dot. Got truckloads of it, you know. I could stitch that down there. It would make that look really pretty. Or here. Might put it there. Really nice. Or wiggle it through. Take it through the centre. Now I'm going to use a needle and thread to put it down. I picked up my cotton a while ago and said, move over there. Here it is. There's my cotton. Oh, it looks like I've got a pen mark on that, but it shouldn't be obvious. It shouldn't show up. It won't make anything, won't hurt anything. Now this will be fun doing this, but it's okay. Well, I don't do many things where I can use that. Once I would have put it on the side of a box or something. But if I don't use too much, this is a heavy thing anyway, and it's going to go on a book. So, I hope. So in between these little things, there's a, as you would know, there's a little link. And you need to come up through the back with the knot. Go over the little link. I'm going to wrap it around my little link. I'm going to wrap it around there, and then I'm going to go back down in there just to make sure that I've got hold of that for the start anyway. I'm sure I have. I don't think it's going to come undone, do you? No, of course not. And then I've got, I should pull that up a bit further. And I'll come down here a bit, and I want to push it up. I don't want it to be long. I want it to be closed up, the little diamantes. So you just go along and you stitch them down. You can glue them, but then, you know, that could come unstuck. So I'd rather do the stitching put on mine somewhere if I can get through where I'm supposed to. Oh, go back in there really close to that, Sonya. You know what I would have liked to have done? Made costumes for things. I reckon. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I couldn't have did it. I love watching the video. I love watching any movies that's got really good costumes in it. You know, because they got lots of good stuff on them, and they the work and that. They, you know, they did this stuff. Well, they still do make really nice things for. I did actually once when I was at years ago when I was at TAFE, and I was doing a course on design, technology and fashion and stuff like that. I did work on, and this lady that used to actually work in Sydney in the theatre making the costumes came in as a substitute one day because our teacher was sick. Because I don't know if she was still down in the city. I don't think she was. I think she was teaching at the TAFE in a different town, but she came over and helped us that day, and oh dear, she was good. Oh dear, she was a very clever lady and helpful, you know, really one of them people that, you know, really help you when you're trying to do something. Not saying much for the person who was teaching me, but that's okay. I shouldn't say that because I'm sure she was doing her best. Sure she was doing her best. I think some people, though, get into a thing where there's just, I don't know, not interested anymore, I think. Sometimes they're not interested anymore. And just pretend I didn't say that because I don't want to seem like I'm horrible or that, but I felt like it was not much help to me, that course. But anyway, I've learned a lot of things over the years, I guess. Whether I've taught myself most of it, because it's what I like to do. You game to watch me see if I can colour that in. I don't know if I'm going to colour it in. Am I or what? Oh, do I like this piece? There I went. I went off on a wild goose chase because look what I found here. Oh, and here's a piece with a colour on it. Look, this has got a bit of white, but it's got pink on it. And this, I like that. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? We're getting a bit blingy on here, aren't we? It's nice, but it's good fun. Yes. I wonder if I can colour this leaf. I think I can. I think I'm game to do this. I'm going to have a mouthful of water. And I'm going to colour it with that. So there we go. Markers are very good for this sort of thing, permanent markers. Mind you, you've got to be prepared if it doesn't work. Might use the thick end of it. Are we ready? Okay. Wow, that's going to work. Goodness me. I'm surprising myself here. It's a piece of paper. Piece of paper that looks yellowish, but that doesn't matter. supposed to be green. I suppose it'll be green when we get there. Ooh, isn't that delicious? So I'm going to turn it over and do the other side. It's soaked through a fair bit though, look at that. And it's a permanent thing, so it will stay there. Look, oh dear, isn't that cool? Now that's better to go on, isn't it? I do like that now. Look at that. That works. I've got a bow. Oh dear, I'm getting into things now. I've got this. I've got this. I'm going to do green on this. Wait a minute, your piece of paper. Get your piece of paper. I think hubby's cooking the dinner. I've got a feeling. I can hear him doing something out there. Okay. Look at that. Oh, wow. These cost about $11 for a set, and that's not bad. And you buy them in Big W. Well, that's where I come. These were gifted to me, but you can get them in Big W. And a pink one. Do you want pink on that, or do you want a... That says pink. This is light orange. I wonder what light orange looks like. I'm a bit worried about putting it on here, though, till I see what it looks like. So let's see if I can find something else. I've got these here that I can practice with. Get it off there, because I want to use it. Right. So I can practice with these and see what comes up. I know I'd put them all on the ribbon one day. I think it was ribbon. And I've got a colour card with it on. Just don't know where that is at the moment. I should have kept it with that thing, shouldn't I? Let's see if this comes out. Oh, this is bright. That's pretty bad. Look at that. Would I want that on there? Probably not. Right. Oh, look at this. Doesn't that look good? I love that. I do love how that turned out. So let's see if I can find something that's going to look good with that. How about the pink? Oh, we've got a purpley one. Try the purpley flower. And I can use these later, these little blokes, can't I? Except it drifted off up into that other bit. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Doesn't that look good? Little garden now. I wonder if I'm going to put that on there. Let's just try the pink, eh? Let's try the pink and see if it's a bit lighter. I think I'm looking at the bit lighter thing. You pretty much just got to sit it there. That's it. That's what I want. Wait a minute. Bring back the paper. Bring back the piece of paper. Now this piece of lace has probably been cut out of a bigger piece of lace, I'd say, by the look of it. And I'd say I'd probably done that, you know, one day, sometime, whenever. Oh, isn't that nice? That looks really, really good. And it's soaked right through to the other side. And I do love that. I do love how that turned out. Have a guess what I'm going to be playing with. Let's just see what it looks like on other sorts of lace like this. Like that, eh? What do you reckon? We should have a go at that. Just put a bit on, it's not going to hurt. It's going to be fun. What do I do with my piece of paper now? Here it is. It works. I've probably done this before, you know, and some of you should remember me playing around with this once before, or at another time, different time with it, because I have used it previously, but you know, when you forget about some things, you really do forget sometimes some things. If you leave the what's the name on it, it goes right through to the other side really quickly, really, right. You know, that's worth going and buying them. It really is, just for that, isn't it? I have a grey set too, I think. I'm sure she said they were gifted to me. A friend of mine gave them to me because a friend of hers sent them to her and she couldn't use them, so she gave them to me brand new. And I'm sure they're only about $11. It doesn't matter really. I'll be off buying some more, because look what I've done to this. You know what? I need to sit this somewhere where I can see this. I need a memory board. I need a memory board, something that you can, you know, jogs your memory when you look at that. Doesn't that look really cool? It's still a bit wet, but that looks really nice. I like that. I don't know if I'll put it on here, but because this has got a lot of stuff on it, you don't want too much, you know, but okay. Now that's awesome. These are called graphic markers, and they're pastel 12 pack. I'm sure there's another one. I think it's out in the other room. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. I know there's another one out in the other room. That's what they are. Aren't they awesome? Really nice, and you can make little really nice flower things. Well, we can do that. Isn't that good? I wonder if we put that there or there. It looks like it's going to go there, doesn't it, to me? Okay, we'll put that on. I do love that. I created that today. It's nice, isn't it? And it's just sitting there, minding its own business, and I just took it. Still does feel a little bit cold, so it could be a tiny bit damp, but that's all right, you know. We can work with that. Because the other day, I think I was beading something, and I used one of those because I wanted to colour over where that. And if you see any of the is it the right way? Yeah. If you see any cotton, you know, coming through, you can just go over the white cotton with the marker. You know, change the colour of it. Well, there goes that cooler again. I do hope that it's not too loud. But, well, this is quite fun. I do like what I've done with that. And that got me something really smartly to use, didn't it? You know what I mean? I didn't have to go searching all over the place to find the right thing. I just changed it myself. And if you've got any bits and pieces of lace, you can do that with it too. You can get yourself some markers. Well, see, the kids' markers should do it, you know, like you buy for the kids to use. I've got some here. I've used them for dyeing pieces of paper and stuff like that. I wonder where they are. And they're not very much money, and I'm sure that would work too. I'll have to find them and I'll give them a go. I'm here looking around while I'm trying to say this. I'm sorry, I've ducked out from underneath. Yes, because when you find something that you haven't done for a while and it's got interest to me, I'll do that. I will. I'll go and see if I can find them. Because the markers aren't very much, and I'm sure that they would do the same thing. Make sure they're the permanent ones, because then when they dry on there, they're not going to move off there, are they? Now look at that, didn't that made that nice now too? It was not nice before, but you know what I mean. It gives a bit of a lift up. I'm going to put that halfway, just because. I wonder what time it is. Okay, I don't know how. I've only been going for a little while on this, and I'm thinking I've got to go soon though, because my hubby was doing the lunch. So I might just, you know, while you're still here, have a bit more of a play with something like this. Why don't I get a piece of something stiffer, like a piece of card? There's a bit of one of the paint things. I know I'm supposed to be doing well, we did that we did some, didn't we, today? Yes, we've done a bit, so I can't say we've done nothing. But I'm going to use this one here now to see what we're going to get out of this. See if this works. This is acrylic lace. And by gee, that's red. Works really good, but it's too dark. Well, it's not, just depends what you want it for, see? I think it's going right through. This is really, what do you call it? Scarlet, isn't it? It looks like a scarlet red colour. Okay, I'll see that works on that too. And like if you put enough in this place, it'll go right through. Look at that, how that turned out. Gracious me, see, we can colour all our lace, can't we? We don't need to, I'm going to try this now and see what it looks like on this, but I'm not going to try that. I'm not going to use that again, it's too dark. I probably wouldn't use it for anything. I'm going to have a go on this piece here, got hair everywhere. Of course there would be. Here we get wool and fluff and get the cotton off, Sonia. Get the cotton off. Now this is a piece of crochet. So I'm going to see how that works on the crochet. Can't see why it wouldn't. Okay, this is supposed to be a light blue. Ooh, that's a khaki colour, isn't it? Well, see, some things aren't quite the right colour, I guess. Look at what colour that's supposed to be. Real pretty pink, and this is like... Oh dear. It could be a blue, I mean, it could be having some effect on something. Let's try this one. See what it looks like. That's a bit better. It's a bit more of a blue colour. But I don't think I'm a big fan of changing that. I don't think I'm a big fan of that one. What do you reckon? I suppose it'll look good if you wanted something sort of, what do you call that? I forget now. If you wanted to do mixed media, okay. I guess it'd look all right in some mixed media stuff. It's not too bad though. You just set it on there and it should soak in. And it is soaking in. Well, they might end up using that bit after all. It looks all right with the pink part, doesn't it? But that's not. That's nasty. Anyway, that was fun. Hang on, I haven't finished yet. Wait a minute, don't go. Don't leave me. I'll try this one. It's got sticky stuff to it because I got it down the bin. That's dry. What about this now? Okay, let's try this piece. Oh, that's nice. I like the colour of that. I haven't used it yet for anything, have I? No. See, that works. Look at that. I can cut that bit out there and have that for an orange leaf. And then I've got this bit here that I could use for the flower. Or you can just do the whole lot. You can just get carried right away there. And just colour the whole lot in. Look at that. Beaut. Absolutely great fun. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you go out and have a go. It's fun. You always want some fun. You've got to do that these days, don't we? We've got to take our minds off things, what's happening, and just don't watch the news anymore. You know, it's miserable things, miserable news. I'm going to cut this bit up here, and I'm going to colour this bit here, because I'm going to nick them pieces off there. Got to stop saying that. I'm going to cut them off, I mean. I'm talking properly, Sonia. Cut that off there. Look at that. And then I can just cut this up here. And I'll have a leaf. And it's, you know, nice orange leaf, and that's good. The orange leaves are fine, aren't they? Still damp, and that's okay. It's got some of the red on the back of it. It's all right, it's all good. And I can use that squirrely bit on something. If I cut it out, fussy cut the squirrely bit, and put it on something. This bit can go onto something. Oops, I went wrong there, didn't I? And my little fussy cutting scissors. I should be using my other ones because these don't work very good for me. I'm not a big fan of these little scissors. They're good for cutting cotton, but I can't do very good fussy cutting with them. That's just me though. It's not anything wrong with the scissors. I'm sure it's the person using them. So you got something like that you could put a flower with, but you don't need this sort of flower, but you could put a flower on there and have that go off the edge of the paper. Maybe I can put one of these on here. Maybe there's somewhere I could. You never know, do you? When I mean, say by the edge, you could just put it like that, see, and it looks like it's, you know. Anyway, that's a bit of fun, and I will talk to you later. So stay safe, everybody, and please leave your comments and Ask me any questions. If you've got any questions, I'll do a question answer one day, I suppose. If you've got anything you want to ask me, I'll do one of those. It's a new year, so we should probably do some updates, I guess, on a few things. Okay, and there's another bit of that for there. You never know what I might put on, so I'll come back on here and I'll show you. I love what I did with that. I just do. Hang on a minute. I can go. Hang on. I can stay here a minute and do this one. I can do this one. Will I do this with that apricot colour? What colour will I use? How about the apricot colour? Yep. Actually, it's pink, but it'll do for apricot, won't it? We'll have apricot. We will have apricot. Another piece of paper. There's a bit of cardboard here. I'll use that. That's the wrong side. Goes right through anyway, doesn't it? See that pink? Doesn't look anything like it. So what you've got to do is you've got to test them and see, you know, and even if you've got to go back and buy a different colour packet. I'm going to go and see if I can find my others, which I should be able to, hopefully. I think I've got them up there in a jar. I can see it from here. But I'm not going to get off here and do that yet because I'm comfortable, sort of thing. If I move, everything starts to hurt on me if I start fiddling about. Can't lean to the right very much these days. I'm sort of stuck. Oh, look how that worked. Isn't that nothing like the colour? It could have. Doesn't matter. I don't care. As long as I've tested it and I know what's happening, I can just do that, can't I? Right. Now, got this here. It's beautiful, isn't it? I just do love that. It might even take preference over that one. We don't know yet, do we? I do like those on there. I really do. I'll put that over this way or something. Beautiful, isn't it? Thank you for watching and stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.